Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Disco Elysium, where we have found a pawn shop and we already looked around a little bit, and of course pretty much everything is just too expensive for us to buy or of questionable quality, so I haven't actually purchased anything, but we can still talk to the pawn shop owner, so let's do this now.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly. Yeah, he's like inside this weird glass box.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Well, that is a very exciting form of entertainment, I'm sure. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? Yeah, I hope I'm not interrupting anything here. Anything important?
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
How come?
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
Alright, I can see that.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Not quite the collection indeed. Look around. Typical vacuous consumerist objects. I mean, it is some rather unusual stuff, like a traffic light and, stuff like that. Honestly, I think some of your selections are, press your fingers to your lips, more tasteful than others. What are you trying to insinuate here? This business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. Honestly, you should probably be the last person to give anyone business advice, Harry. You don't seem to be very good with money in general. Yeah, I don't know. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but is it really that exciting?
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Okay. There's something I'd like to sell. Electrochemistry. Challenging 12. Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Roy's prices are strange. Odd brain activity. Composure noticed psychedelics. It's interesting that I can pass this skill check, even though my electrochemistry isn't even that high, but I have all these bonuses. You might be able to aid our investigation. I mean, he's high apparently, so I'm not sure about that. By the way, do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers in the citizens' militia? Now, this actually might be helpful. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try to pass this skill check first.
Feeling warm and enthralled
Nice.
by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
And what exactly is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Okay, psychedelic side effects. So is it kind of like LSD? Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around. Step closer. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Oh, so you want to see if his eyes are yellow. Get straight to the point. So where does a man get porhulodian these days? I'm not sure what the significance of this is over here, but let's ask it.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
It's pretty obvious that you're under the influence, sir. No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of poor Holidan before I lost my memory. I wouldn't be surprised. Chill out, man. I'm a chill out cop who just wants some of what you're having. Wink. I didn't mean to offend you. Drop the subject. You don't want drugs. Do I want drugs or not? I may want drugs. I mean, at least I can try to get them. We'll see if I actually want to take them. That's a different question. Yeah, I'm totally chill out.
Prolodon is just something since the People's Power disaster.
He coughs as if to mark his words.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness.
Of course, of course.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile, what's that? Tell me more about this Emergency Relief Brigade you were part of. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup. How did you end up running a pawn shop? Yeah, tell me more about the People's Pile.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
Okay, it's some kind of nuclear power plant, I suppose.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
I mean, that is pretty terrible. If it failed like right after entering service, what went wrong with that sort of nuclear power plant? What is a particle decay generator? Why is it called the People's Pile? I guess because the people started to pile up like dead people? Why did it fail? Yeah, tell me more. What is a particle decay generator?
A primitive nuclear reactor,
Okay.
also called a pile.
Oh, so the reactor is called a pile. And that's why it's called the People's Pile, I suppose.
Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of energy for Revachol West. Needless to say, things didn't work out.
Clearly. And why exactly did it fail?
An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
Yeah, you would think that for such a vital part there's like backups, that one failure is not going to cause such a catastrophe. There needs to be some kind of redundancy in the system. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you were part of. Yes, please do.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
All right.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I mean, I wonder if this is supposed to be like, an allusion to Chernobyl.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out.
I see.
There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looks at the spiraling lights and stops. Well, yeah, that must have been tough.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile.
So, is the pile still there and still radioactive?
So much disappointment, and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
So whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head. So I guess no one was held accountable for this, because No one is really sure who's at fault, or the people who are just are not like available for any kind of accountability.
So much bitterness.
Well, I mean, I can understand why he would be bitter about it.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
The worst, apparently. The worst, apparently. But yeah, how did you end up running a pawn shop?
The clean-up happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Okay, so then you open this pawn shop with all the junk from your aunt. Well, thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
What? What does that mean?
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Alright, well, let's see. Care to share your pure holidon with me? There's something I'd like to sell. You might be able to aid our investigation. Okay, so we're back here. Well, would you share your pure holidon with me? I mean, you probably need it more than I do, but still.
Have you tried it before?
I wouldn't know.
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
Yeah, apparently he's going to turn a blind eye towards this. Okay, I appreciate it, Kim.
He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
I see. I think I've tried it once and I liked it. I haven't, but don't worry, I can take it. I ride the Puro every day. Like I said, I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Yeah, even if I haven't, I'm sure I can take it.
If you say so. Here you go, man.
He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd-looking. Thanks, man. Take the pure holidon. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't need any pure holidon. Refuse to take the pure holidon for now. I don't know. May as well take it.
Of course.
Alright, I just got the item. But yeah, I have more options here, so maybe there's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. I don't want to sell that though. I might be willing to show it to you, so you can help me identify the tattoos, but I'll check my pockets, access your pawn menu. Okay, I'm sure I can sell some of my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Oh, well, that's a pity. He looks you up and down quickly. Or maybe he just doesn't want my stuff because he thinks it's going to be terrible. And, I mean, he would be right. But that's a pity because that's definitely something I would be willing to sell, some of the stuff that I don't need. Yeah, I don't want to sell the photo, but maybe I can show it to him.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Okay, but do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Alright, let's see if I can offer you anything.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Well, I'm sure Encyclopedia would chime in if it knew anything. But yeah, let's check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, this is the figurine that I just bought. I can sell it back for, well, a reduced price. Empty cassette case. Kind green ape pen. Lieutenant's handkerchief. Dock worker shift card. I mean, this one is actually kind of valuable, but it also might come in handy at some point. Shot put ball. Again, this is kind of pricey. But do I, need this at any point? I'm kinda hesitant to sell anything that I may still need at some point. Antique Bell McGrave rifle. Production schedule filament memory. I mean, I can sell this once I had a look at it, after I found out the password. Postcard La Delta 51, icosahedral dice sirens, and yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm not going to sell anything at the moment. I mean, I would like to have some money, but I don't want to sell something that I may need eventually. Never mind, I don't have anything to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, you might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Alright, fair enough. Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
I would agree.
He doesn't know anything.
So, have you ever had any dealings with Evra Clare?
He's been by the shop a couple of times.
He gives a lazy half shrug. Okay, so he has been here.
There was something awfully deliberate about that laziness.
Why do I feel like you don't want to talk about him? Are you hiding something? Did he discuss union business with you? Did he buy anything? I have other questions about this. I mean, this seems to be a fairly innocent question, so maybe I will ask that.
He purchased a remarkably garish paperweight the first time he was here. Nothing the second.
Okay. So are you hiding something, maybe?
They weren't the most pleasant interactions. Small town bigwigs always want everyone to play a part in the play they're staging.
And you don't want to, play a part in that play?
But I bowed out at some point.
Oh.
I prefer to watch from afar while the bigwigs come and go.
I heard the forewoman before Evra disappeared. Right, that's a good question.
It was all very strange. That forewoman was more pleasant than Evra. But I guess it's all the same in the end.
I feel it's not, and I would like to learn more about her, but okay, I can't ask anything else. So did he discuss union business with you?
He tried. Wanted to come to some mutually beneficial agreement around my dealings with the dock workers. I politely declined to hear him out.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder what kind of beneficial agreement or arrangement he was thinking of.
So you don't know what kind of arrangement he was talking about?
The lieutenant studies the pawnbroker suspiciously. Yeah, I mean, clearly he's holding something back.
As I said, I refused to talk to him. That's why he came back a second time. That's also why he hasn't come back a third.
Okay, now I'm curious what happened the second time. Anyway, do I have any other question?
He nods reluctantly.
Okay, apparently that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the citizens' militia? Yeah, so I do have another question.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh, well, apparently I've been here already. You could have mentioned that earlier. So that's where my gun went. I pawned it for some money to buy more booze, probably, and someone bought it, so it's not here anymore.
This is a pawn shop,
Uh-oh.
and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
Oh God, indeed. Yeah, I guess I did pawn my gun away. Great.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun? Was a buyer policeman too? At least I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. So, you're saying I sold you my gun, right?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Okay, interesting.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Off the charts photon emissions. Also, let me make sure that I don't run around with just 1 point in morale. So was the buyer a policeman?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
So it was a woman.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
You don't have to rub it in, Kim. I understand what is going on here. There is only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't know about that. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the Citizens Militia? I mean, that could be a problem. I'm sorry I sold my gun. Maybe she was a fan. Probably not, but I would like to imagine that she was.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
He looks around worried. Yes, we should probably go and find her. Any idea where I can find this buyer? Yeah, any info on that?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
So you've never seen her before around here? I mean, could it be anyone we met already? I mean, so far no one comes to mind who would have an interest in that, but who knows?
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Well, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Okay, I can talk about the gun again. I don't need that, so... yeah, I guess that's it for now. Alright.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where is that coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weirder together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. I have been trying to, because, I mean, he's such a, objectively sad persona. By making him like a superstar, even a pretend superstar, at least there's some joy in his life, right? So, yeah, I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action? Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world? No, fuck you, finish thought. Yeah, what do you mean, ludicrous fantasy world? This is totally real.
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer.
Alright, I can roll with that.
This is the beginning of your legend.
Fuck it, action. No, I'm too downbeat. I won't say those things anymore. I totally will. Let's go, action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
It's so on. Okay, I just got another thought. As a matter of fact, I still have this one that I gained like last time. I should take a look at this as well. You were promised a gun, that much is certain. This is why you became a cop. Yet here you are, loitering around with idle hands like some sorry-ass loser from the street. Suddenly, you're supposed to be solving cases by, like what, talking to people? How are you going to believe that you can protect yourself and them from savages without a firearm? This ain't right. You need to think around this problem, and you need to snap your fingers at people as you do. I mean, I have, like, some idea where my gun went, but I'm not sure if I'll be getting it anytime soon. Some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lionesque post with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or Davy Dewis, no. You're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong, law enforcement. Alright. I mean, at some point I really need to start opening more slots so I can start internalizing some of this stuff. I just wish it would tell me what I get for it. I mean, it does tell me, like, the temporary research bonus, but I don't think it really says what I'll get once I'm done with it. I might be able to, you know, have 1-2 points less logic for a while, so there's that. Anyway, do we got anything new here? Track down your gun. Keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. And I'm pretty sure I got some items I can look at. First of all, the plastic headless fallen rider sits atop his equally plastic bull, his posture indicating either desperation or pride. Comes as a set with the infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Yes, I can see that. Oh, and this is the drugs. I can use it 3 times. Substance use effects. +1 psyche, -1 health. Ah. So how would I use it if I were to use it? Do I have to put it into my hand? I may have to put it into my hand.
Whoa. In your hand, Pyrrolidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power.
Look at the little puck of liquid. Atomic power too scary, ignore thought. No, let's have a look at it.
What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom.
Wait, radiation poisoning sounds scary. It probably is.
It's not gonna give you radiation poisoning, stupid. Pyrrolidon is a perfect match for a badass junkie cop who's looking for a little heat.
Open the cap. That's really not what I'm looking for. I mean, apparently it, gives me certain benefits. So I should maybe consider taking it if I need to pass a specific skill check. I don't really need to take it now, right? So if I pick open the cap, does this mean I'm actually going to use it right now? I hope not.
The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up. like an oyster. Come on, slurp it.
Wait, won't Kim see me slurp it? Slurp it aggressively. Slurp it, but only a little. I'm not going to slurp it. Ignore thought. Yeah, like I said, I feel I should, save this for a moment where I actually need it. Or maybe just do it like before I go to bed, because then I can just heal up right away. So yeah, I'm not going to slurp it right now anyway.
No problem. This one's for the brave and sensitive ones anyway. It could improve your human interactions, but you threw that chance away. No matter. In a few hours, you'll get the urge again. Maybe then you'll choose more courageously.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You've passed up your chance to start using Pyrolidon for now, but don't worry. The option to use it becomes available again in 4 hours.
Oh, so I can't just use it whenever I want? I have to wait a while before I can use it again? Huh. Okay, well, I did not expect that. Yeah, apparently I have it like down here in my icon bar now. Anyway, was there like anything else? Let's just put the back in my hand. Also, it says that it gives me +1 psyche. So I'm guessing all of these skills get like 1 point. Because psyche is like not an individual skill, but like a whole group of it. Alright, well, I mean, that would be pretty powerful. Okay, but I guess we are done here for now. Let's leave again. I was still like busy interrogating the lorry drivers. Looking for the one who was smuggling stuff, but maybe we can look around a little bit. Okay, it seems to be that this is the end of this place, so we may as well check this out before we return to the lorry drivers. Waterlock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Wednesday, I think today is Tuesday, right? I think we started this on Monday. Can talk to this guy maybe.
Good morning to you, officers.
Good morning to you as well.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
All right.
His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? Do you know what caused this wreckage? Point at the smashed billboard in the canal. Yeah, what are you doing here?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
Well, that's nice. I mean that you're keeping him company, not that you're eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
I can understand that.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of a salami and takes a sizable bite. Yeah, can you tell me anything about this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
Tire tracks, okay.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church, Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
I may have seen parts of that on my map, but apparently I won't be able to get there until Wednesday because the water lock is closed. Can I have some of that salami? Point at his food. I mean, it's not his anyway, so he may as well share it.
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Nice.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Alright. But apparently that's all I can do at the moment, so, goodbye. So, I guess back to the lorry drivers it is. I mean, we got some information from Sealing over here. So, I guess I have to talk to the other lorry drivers again and see if I get more information out of them now. And I guess we're going to start with this guy.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver? Right, we're looking for the lady driver because she's our prime suspect at the moment.
I don't want to talk about that.
Huh. He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. Yeah, that reply came like very, very quickly. Why? Do you know something? What is it? I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business. Okay, let's change subject then. I mean, he clearly seems to know something here, so... Yeah, I may need your help.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her.
Okay.
All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Of course, now I kind of wonder if that's the same person who bought my gun. I don't know. Who's conducting the drug trade? You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do. Yeah. Indeed. Who is this person? What's her name? Who is she to you? What does she look like? So yeah, why did you tell me earlier that you have no idea about this?
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
So you're not sure if it's really her?
It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Well, I guess so. So, who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
Okay, so she never gave you her name. Is she anyone special to you, maybe?
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Alright, so you're not going to help me. Can you at least tell me what she looks like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Gruff, but in a cool way. I mean, that kind of rules out the pale driver. Also, the pale driver is still here. She hasn't moved on.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
I mean, that is, very unique. I haven't seen a lot of people with violet or blue hair around here.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Okay, well, that's actually a good point. I guess she is just changing her hair color a lot. So when did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
So why are you trying to protect her so badly?
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation.
Well, that's what we do.
The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
I mean, we don't want to kill her. We just want to maybe arrest her or question her or whatever.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
Believe us, it really is. You said she's troubled. How? I mean, technically, we just need to find out who's responsible, and then we can tell Joyce about it. Not sure if we actually have to arrest her. So yeah, you can believe us.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive.
And what do you mean that she's troubled?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
The darkness, okay?
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
It's not snitching, it's just a few questions. Well, it kinda is snitching. Come on, life is just a joke. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not? Yeah, you're not afraid of her?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Alright.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Yeah, what do you mean, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
Huh, okay, so she was sharing quite the personal information with you. So, did she leave her lorry behind, maybe?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
Really?
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
The raceman. Yeah, I guess I can talk to the raceman as well.
The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
Or the grey-haired woman.
Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out?
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it himself, but he points me towards others who could do it.
Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, son.
So you're alright with others ratting her out, you just don't want your hands dirty. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important, I can't blow it. She's a suspect and I need you to tell me where she is or I can't finish the investigation. Force Tommy. Fine, I will drop the matter for now. Find another way. Why are you alright with others ratting her out?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
Okay. Well, put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation. It's important.
You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? 'Cause she's on the edge, man.
Okay, you make it sound really dramatic. Okay, now I have the choice to force Tommy. So I guess if I do this, he will finally break and give me the information that I need. Or I can find another way. I mean, I guess there's no harm in talking to the other drivers. Maybe they will give me the information and I can respect his wishes here. And, I mean, he has been very helpful and forthcoming otherwise. So, sure, I will try to find another way.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Well, good luck with that. Yeah, I still can't redo this empathy check. So yeah, I guess that's all for now. Okay, so we didn't get any more information out of him, other than that we should go and talk to someone else about it. Which I guess I will do. We have like the racist truck driver standing over here, so I suppose he's going to be next on my list. But I guess this will have to wait until the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.